Anybody telling you to read that book that hasn't issued a warning, you have to be in a right mindset to even dive into this book. You understand me? It's this one book called The Body Keeps the Score. It looks like this. When I tell you this book will change your life, that book is not a book that you would speed through. It's not one of them books. It might take you years to read it. It is so jarring with its information. Anybody telling you to read that book that hasn't issued a warning, you have to be in a right mindset to even dive into this book. You understand me? You have to know a little bit about something to dive into that book. That is not for the faint of heart. That book is something. But basically, what it tells us is the body remembers. You hold traumatic experiences in the body, right? There are things that we refuse to acknowledge. There are experiences that we have tucked away deep in our psyche. Don't judge, because that is a defense mechanism. There are things we have yet to come terms with, not only just as a being, as yourself, but as a whole, as a community, and how we treat each other and the hurt and pain we inflict on one another. That book is definitely basically about what it does to the body. If you want to dive into that book, I would highly suggest it, but I would definitely suggest it if you're already in therapy tackling your trauma. Okay? There is so much that I love about quantum physics. And one of the things I love is that how it always correlates to spirituality. Quantum physics is basically the best of both worlds, science and spiritualism. To me, the body keeps the score is telling us that we hold trauma experiences in the body, right? I have this theory. If we hold traumatic experiences in the body, is it possible we also have these behaviors that we hold and subconsciously act on, and it leads us to the same circumstances, the same experiences, just in different time frames and different bodies? I shouldn't call people bodies, but in different beings. Wouldn't it be like us repeating lessons all over again because we are holding these experiences? And if this is the case, is it possible that in order to stop repeating these cycles, we would need to go deep in within ourselves and release those experiences and forgive and use self-love as the key to transition us through into a newer, better reality and experiences? I feel like there's keys here. I feel like the importance of self-love is so, it's going to make me cry, because when I tell you I am such an advocate, and I'm going to stand on this soapbox until it's my time to go. I am such an advocate for self-love because I feel like it is the most crucial part of us that a lot of us are missing. So one of the things that's so important to me is building healthy relationships with people. I come from such a dysfunctional upbringing. Dysfunctional meaning my connections with humans were very dysfunctional. Being raised in that and being first generation emotionally intelligent, it is crucial to me that I have healthy relationships. Okay. So when we're talking about healthy, I'm not talking about, oh, we don't argue, we don't fall off, we don't do. No, I'm talking about we know how to handle these situations when they come up. We know how to not let our emotions get the best of us when we're in communication and having a heated debate. You understand? That's so vital to me. We know not to call each other out our names no matter how mad we are. We know that disrespect won't be tolerated. We know to hold each other accountable. We know to love each other enough to let go. Oh, that's so... Mm, mm. Those kind of relationships, I surround myself with, because I can no longer tolerate toxicity. I can no longer allow it in my space. I can no longer. The self worth I have been working on, my value, how valuable I am to myself, baby, I can never allow. When I say not even a little sprinkle, you start moving crazy and different and treating me like you don't care, you don't. You lucky you get a goodbye. I know. We don't do ghosting anymore. I'm trying to hold myself accountable for that because it plays on the psyche of other people, and that's not what I want to do. But we're gonna communicate it first. What's going on and how my perspective of what I'm experiencing you doing. And then I'm gonna give you the opportunity to correct me if I'm wrong or to agree with me. And then we'll go our separate ways. But the maturity it takes to get to that, baby, healthy relationships is not for the weak.